2017's been a pretty insane year, to say the least, but there has been a lot of great music that's came out this year. So today I'm doing my top 10 personal favorite albums of the year. Number 10 on my list is Mike Bogan's Pool Party. He released this album earlier this year. It's his debut album. 2017's been arguably his biggest year for music, considering that he released his debut album. He has a number of other mixtapes and projects that he's done earlier, but nothing as big as this. And this has been Mike's most put together project. It's well constructed, it flows well. It sounds good. It sounds really good. In this project, Mike's more revealing than ever. Like on songs Elevators Above and Far Away. But he also has a bunch of just like bangers, of course, like Winding Roads and AAA. I think this album really proves Mike Bogan is an artist to stay, and it's a good debut album. Coming in at number 9 on my list is an artist by the name of Milo, and he dropped an amazing album titled "Who Told You to Think?" Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. This album is extremely unique. Milo is arguably, well, this album is so poetic, mixed with rap. And his wordplay, his flow, the instrumentals on this thing are very good. They make it really easy to listen to. It's one of those projects you can't really just listen to once to fully get what he's trying to come through and saying with this piece. It's also worth saying that Milo produced this whole album. Going back to the instrumentals, they're very like psychedelic and dark, and just mixed with his delivery, it matches really well. I'm really excited to see what Milo comes out with next. I've really enjoyed listening to this thing. I still listen to it to this day. Number 8 on my top 10 favorite albums of the year is actually an EP. It's Denzel Curry's 13 EP, which was just fire. That's not really an understatement, but it was very good. It's a 5-track EP, and literally every single song in this thing is just like, I'm bumping it in my car. It's really good. It's fast, it's aggressive. Denzel comes with a lot of wordplay. He has bars. Denzel's last project was Imperial. I am the one, don't need a gun, something. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But Denzel's very talented. He's very young. I'm excited to see, hopefully, an album coming soon. Number 8, I put Saturation 1 by Brockhampton. Brock motherfucking Hampton, the best boy band in the world. Duh. Like, not a lot of groups can really compare to what Brockhampton has done. I mean, seriously, like 3 full albums in 6 months, with a TV show, with a documentary, like, with a tour. That's just crazy. This is Brockhampton's second album, their first album being All American Trash in 2016, but Saturation 1 is their groundbreaking album to really start getting the group popularity, and their popularity grew really fast, especially with them coming with Saturation 2 and 3. Each song on the project is perfectly constructed. Nothing really feels out of place or too long, and each of the verses by the group's many vocalists is good, and it fits really well. You can tell kind of like a Brockhampton beat than others. They have a unique style which just sounds really nice, especially in the beginning of the album. The really grimy, aggressive rap, it sounds really good, and it's really enjoyable to listen to, and each one of the members is so unique, and the diversity of each one's sound fits really nice. This album, being the first of the Saturation series, is very melodic, but yet it has very fast tempo songs as well. 6 on my list is Tyler the Creator's Flower Boy. This is, in my opinion, Tyler the Creator's most grown album. His last album, Cherry Bomb, really kind of broke him away from what he originally rapped about, and having a lot of lyrics about misogyny and rape. So with Cherry Bomb, that really kind of broke away, and not a lot of his fans kind of stayed. But with this album, it really kind of broke him away even more. This album, Tyler the Creator's most revealing album, also put together, is really nice. Throughout the album, there's a lot of soothing, really mellow, vibrant, colorful instrumentals, and along with Tyler's truthful lyrics. It really shows the artist that Tyler is. There's also a lot of great features on this album with A$AP Rocky, Lil Wayne. I think Jane Smith's on there. I don't know, I could be wrong. But it's really good. I really like Conscious Tyler. I'm excited to see what he has next. Number 5, I have Princess Nokia's 1992 Deluxe. This album is fire. Princess Nokia is an upcoming artist from New York. I think she's from the Bronx. Kind of has like a mystical, like dark theme to the whole album. This album is very diverse, very cultural. She covers a lot of different topics. Nokia, like, she seems very calm, but like yet confident and comfortable on her like delivery and her flow. This album really seems unique, and just like with the instrumentals, and it's very, very different. I think this album's really underrated, and I'm really, really excited to see what she does next. Number 4 on this list is Smino's Black Swan. Smino, the St. Louis-based rapper. I don't really know a lot about him before this project, but this project really caught my eye. It's very good. It flows really nice. It's also very vibrant. It kind of sounds, it kind of just sounds like the Chicago scene right now, with features from Raven Monet, No Name, Rory, a lot of other just Chicago artists. What really caught my eye with this album is the vocals. The instrumentals are decent. They're really good. Oh, they're not just decent. They're really good. But the vocals really kind of draws you in with Smino's rapping. The features on this, there's a lot of great singing. And it just comes together really, really nice. I had to go to work yesterday, so that's why I look different. But number 3 is Brockhampton Saturation 3. The album Saturation 3 just dropped literally about like a week ago, so it could be controversial that I put this on my list because I haven't really tried the longest time to listen to it, but since it's dropped, that's all I've been listening to. It's the group's most like experimental project. They really kind of changed their ways from, not like really changed, but it's definitely different than the first 2, which is good because I was kind of worried that people would say, oh, they're just the same, because like Saturation 1 and 2 were very similar. It kind of proves this album's uniqueness with songs like Sister/Nation. They had like a really unique instrumental, and same with Hottie, which is kind of more like a pop record. This being Brockhampton's last album of the Saturation series, they really ended it off really nice. Merlin and Joba, 2 of the members of the group, really did like well in this album. They had super revealing verses on Johnny and Stupid, which were really nice. The group's announced another album in 2018, which made me so happy because I thought they were gonna break up. But Teamwork is coming out in 2018, and I can't wait. Number 2 is Kendrick Lamar's Damn. This is arguably, like, to a lot of people, the best album of the year. I mean, it's being nominated for a Grammy, best album of the year, which I think it will win, to be honest. It should win. Kendrick Lamar is crazy intelligent. I mean, just the thought process, like, to have an album that you can play backwards to front and it be a completely different story than playing it front to back, like, that's so cool. I've never really seen that in an album. I've never really been the biggest Kendrick fan. I mean, his last 2 albums, To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City, I've only really listened to like a handful of songs. But Damn, I've for like a good 3 months. It was all I was listening to. It's a really good album. Kendrick's style, you can't really compare Kendrick's style to anyone else. Kendrick should definitely be considered to be one of the best artists in the world. The album had a bunch of charting singles on it, like Element, Humble. I think that was like the number 1 for a really long time. DNA. Yeah, I'm sure Kendrick's gonna be back with more soon. I hope he wins the Grammy for Best Album of the Year. I mean, Awaken My Love, that would be nice seeing that win the Grammy as well, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Before I reveal my number 1, I would like to mention a few albums that I thought were really good that didn't quite make my top 10. I'm just gonna list these off kind of fast because there's quite a few. I don't want to make this video forever. But Jay-Z's 444, my favorite Jay-Z album, to be honest. Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love. He's a rapper, but like he really stepped out to like this like funkadelic soul album, and it's very good. I mean, obviously it's being nominated Best Album of the Year. A$AP Mob's Cozy Tapes 2. It's just a really solid rap album I really enjoyed listening to. Daniel Caesar, The Freudian Theory, is a very good album. That man can sing really good. SZA's Control, by far SZA's best album. Vic Mensa's The Autobiography, my opinion, Vic Mensa's best album. Nav and Metro Boomin's Perfect Timing album, just a really good listen. Migos' Culture, a really, really good album. They kind of like invented this new style of rap, which is really cool. And Ugly God, The Booty Tape. This is The Booty Tape, man. It's Ugly God. So now, my number one album. This came out this year, 2017. Probably predictable already, but it's Saturation 2 by Brockhampton. I'm a huge Brockhampton fan. Like they're my favorite musician slash group. They're just my favorite thing in music right now. This album, it was really, really hard to like come up with my number one, whether it was Kendrick, whether it was like another Brockhampton album, but finally I decided that this is it. Songs like Gummy, Swamp, Queer, Sweet, Tokyo. I mean, really, all of the songs on the album are really, really good. I can't really just choose one. As always, the instrumentals are crazy good. Kevin and Amir have really stand out in this album compared to like the rest of the members. The whole Brockhampton team is just so creative and smart, as I've said in the video multiple times. I can't wait for Teamwork in 2018. This video was really fun to make. It was really hard as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Hope you've had a great 2017.